Sometimes you just got to give it the beans and make it happen. This is our burn pile. Morning guys and gals, back with Ty's Firewood Supply. And as you can tell, it is another beautiful morning out here. It's going to be a great day. Weather's supposed to be good all week. It's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s with dry, nice mild weather all week. So we're going to get as much done as we can. We've got a bunch of wood behind us here that came from the Firewood gold mine. And so we're going to start with stacking that right in front of the camera here. And then we're going to go back and start grabbing more loads. We're going to start with stuff that's going to go on a burn pile because it's all just scrap wood and stuff that's rotten and stuff that we can't use for firewood. But as we get later in the week, we're going to be starting to pull lots and lots of wood out of there. So looking forward to that, and yeah, looking forward to nice weather and you guys joining me this week. So I'm going to try and get a couple videos out to you guys and just kind of document what we're doing along the week. And yeah, got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. Truck's empty, wood is stacked, and we're ready to go grab another load. And I know I've talked about it on the channel a little bit already, but I don't like to stack wood. I think it's kind of a waste of time. But again, in the Pacific Northwest, our humidity levels just hang out so close to 100%, 80 to 100% all winter long. So if you don't stack stuff on pallets off the ground and keep things covered in the winter, unless you have a nice dry space to work in, then you just have to stack wood. So unfortunately, I have to take the extra time to stack stuff like this, especially when it's already dry and I just need to process it down a little bit smaller to be able to sell. Because if I just kind of throw it wherever, it's just going to get wet. And then all right, we are back at the Firewood gold mine. We are going to load up a load of burn pile stuff that is in the way. Probably a couple loads of burn pile stuff that is in the way of more good usable firewood that's inside here, as you can see. So we're definitely gonna have to sort through it, but yeah, I've kind of got some stuff sorted here. It's all just stuff that can go on a burn pile, just scraps and odds and ends. So we're gonna make a full load to the burn pile. So let's get things done. Pile stuff loaded up and ready to go. Now that we've gotten a load of that together, you can kind of actually start to see what's in here a little bit better. It's still an absolute mess, but I promise there is firewood buried underneath. So let's take a look. We've gotten to the point where we can almost get the truck down into here to where the bed will be lower, which will be nice. But yeah, there's some rounds kind of tucked back into there. And then as soon as we get past this wall, there's firewood lined all the way along that edge to the other end of the structure there. And then got the truck pulled out and ready to go. You can see in here a little bit better on what we're working with. I'm throwing all the lumber that I'm gonna save. There's some good lumber mixed in here, miscellaneous lengths and sizes and all that, but I'm gonna keep that, so I'm throwing that to the side. We're gonna go back, dump, and then come back for one more load of kind of burn pile type stuff, and then this is where we're going to dump stuff for the burn pile. It's kind of right in the middle of my pit bike track that I have built here. In the spring and summer when things dry out, me and my buddies, we ride motorcycles and ride pit bikes and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun. But in the winter, this clay is extremely slippery, so I suspect getting in here, it's going to make a little bit of a mess, which I'm never really a fan of making a mess, but sometimes you just got to give it the beans and make it happen. This is our burn pile, so let's back up to it. We'll get a good run, and then we'll see if we can pull out or if we're going to be stuck. Well, it looks like we just made it on that one. Didn't make too much of a mess, and then we'll push this up later with the tractor when we're gonna go burn it, so not really worried about that right now. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised we made it out of there. I'm really happy that we did, because I didn't want to go get the tractor and pull that truck out, but let's go back and grab another. We're gonna get one more load of burn pile wood, and then we should have enough space cleared to where we can start taking out some good firewood again. Are starting to shape up pretty nicely today. Just got the second load of debris loaded up, so we're going to head back to the wood yard and dump that, and then come back for a nice load of rounds and half splits over there. So that's the plan. We are back for our third and final load of the day, and finally we're going to be hauling some wood and not just a bunch of scrap to the burn pile. So I got some help from Taylor again today, and she's gonna help me stack the wood in here, and we'll get her done. So let's make it happen. Got our third load of wood out of here today. This stuff is actually nice, good, burnable wood. Gonna have to process it a little more, but that's okay. Made a major dent in here today. I would say we got about 30–40% of the way through it, and yeah, a lot further than I thought today, so making good progress. Tomorrow morning we're gonna start with another load that's gonna go onto the burn pile, and then I have some lumber that's set aside here, and then some cedar posts as well. But yeah, I think by a couple more days in here and we'll have this thing completely done, and then we'll be ready to start dismantling the structure and bringing it to the wood lot, which I could not be more excited about. So yeah, good progress today. Gonna truck this stuff home and then unload it in the morning, and we'll bring you guys along for the ride.